There is a light within every soul. It only needs the clouds that overshadow it to be broken for it to beam forth. Commentary by Pir Omershid Inayat Khan. Every being has an individual ego, produced from its own illusion. This limits his view, which is led in the direction of his own interest, and he judges of good and bad, high and low, right and wrong, in relationship to himself and others through his limited view, which is generally partial and imaginary rather than true. This darkness is caused by the overshadowing of the soul, by the external self. Thus, a person becomes blind to his own infirmities, as well as the merits of another. And the right action of another becomes wrong in his eyes, and the fault of the self seems right. This is the case with mankind in general until the veil of darkness is lifted from his eyes. It is the bodily desires, passion, anger, appetite, and all the different desires and needs that make the mind helpless and make man hold on to them. All the worries, anxieties, depressions, despairs, all arise from them. There is not a single moment in which the mind is able to stand aloof so as to reflect the light within. The light of the soul, so limited has it been made by the limited existence on earth. In reality, this is the whole tragedy of the human life. The one and only thing that hinders man from advancing spiritually, or at least from advancing towards the goal for which he is destined, and which he is longing to attain, is this: that the mind is so absorbed by the demands and wants of the physical body that it has hardly a moment to give itself entirely to the reflection of the light of the soul. The difference between a scientist and a mystic is that the scientist analyzes the things he is interested in studying them from different methods in order to ascertain as much information about them as he can. The ways in which they can be of benefit, their uses, their nature, whereas the mystic, though in a way doing the same, first aims at lighting that light within himself by which he can see in his world of darkness an illusion, instead of using some technical instrument or special scientific process. As it is said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. So his first task is to light the candle within. There is a light within every soul. It only needs the clouds which hide it to dissolve, so for it to beam forth. This is the light of revelation. It is like a lantern to us. It lights every dark corner we wish to examine and gives us an answer to every question we would ask. There is a beautiful Indian tale that illustrates the meaning of this light. It is said that there is a certain kind of cobra which has a diamond in its head. When it goes into the jungle, it takes out the diamond and places it on a tree. By means of its light, it searches all it wants. And when it is finished, it puts the diamond back in its head. The cobra represents the soul, and the diamond, the light of inspiration guiding it. The truth is portrayed in the story of Aladdin and his lamp. The lady he loved represented the ideal of his soul. The lamp he had to find was the light of inner guidance, which, when found, would lead him to the attainment of his ideal. From the Bowl of Saki, July 18th, Hazrat Inayat Khan.